I have been working for 6.5 years in the consulting sector. I have a master's degree in urban planning. I was working in India first, then in Southeast Asia, and then Australia for the last 2 years. So I was looking to sort of, after 6 years of working in one particular sector, move industry as well as functional role. So, sort of focus more on finance. And I wanted an additional degree, especially an MBA degree, to help facilitate that. So
I was at a stage in my career when, to be completely honest, I didn't really know what to do. And an MBA seemed like, a good fit at that time. I felt like I had hit a ceiling in my career and there was really nowhere for me to go but up. And the easiest way for me to go up was by doing an MBA. That was the primary reason. Also, I'm someone that has worked in a whole bunch of different industries. I'm someone that just likes to try a lot of different things. And it seemed natural for me that this would be one more thing I would try out. So that's the main reason why.
See, it's like this. I had worked around 13 years in the steel industry in a public sector organization. Having worked for such a long time, you reach a plateau in your career where you don't find many exciting opportunities lying ahead of you. So at that point of time, it's important to upgrade your skills and talent to basically meet the challenges of the newer world. So at this point of time, the MBA is the most suitable, having spent in sales and marketing of the steel industry.
I had about 3 years of prior experience in consulting and business development role, both in India and abroad. And over a period of time, although I was really enjoying work, I realized that I was getting a very unidimensional look at business. And I realized that I was missing the big picture because there were others or seniors around me who were looking at things which was a little different from the way I looked at things. So I saw the lack of a certain kind of a knowledge and thinking which would give me the holistic picture, and which is where an MBA fit in perfectly to give me that multi-dimensional view of how businesses are run, how corporations are run. And today I feel that I'm equipped with that extra knowledge and expertise to actually run a business.
And what MBA?
I'm basically a mechanical engineer and worked in industrial sales for roughly 7 years. I was on the threshold of middle management positions. So before I went on to achieve those, I thought let me go through a structured program and get an encapsulated form of different functions and prepare myself better as I take on bigger responsibilities.
ISB for 2 reasons. Firstly, because I think after working for 2 years, I wasn't keen for a 2-year course. I was very, very interested in a 1-year course. And I'd been to ISB before, and I knew the infrastructure they offered, the kind of faculty they had, etc. And that was very impressive. And secondly, because I was really keen to move back to India at that point. So, ISB provided me the perfect platform of moving back as well.
ISB seemed like a pretty obvious choice. I actually didn't apply anywhere else. The 1-year program was really attractive. In addition, the fact that it's in India, and also the career options available post ISB are pretty spectacular. So that was the primary reason. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to visit the campus before I applied, but I did do a lot of research on other schools, and which is why I zeroed down on ISB because it met all of the criteria.
The opportunity from ISB, which basically caters to the specific requirements of experienced professional. So there could be no better match. And I started comparing it with the other schools, international schools in the West, in the Europe. But the kind of package it offers, ISB offers, the kind of curriculum it offers, the kind of exposure it gives as far as the faculty is concerned, the kind of peer group you have when you're staying in this kind of business school. I think you can't match it anywhere in the country or even abroad.
Well, ISB is a world-class institution. I had visited ISB prior to moving to Germany, and when I was planning to come back, ISB did seem like the best option to be back. This is the part of the world where most of the action is happening right now, and Asia is going to be the hub of the future. And if I want to work in this region, it makes more sense for me to do my MBA here. ISB has the best of both worlds. It has the best of faculty, world-class infrastructure. The fact that it's a 1-year program made it very attractive because I wanted to get back into the workforce as soon as I could. And all of that coming together made ISB the ideal choice for me.
As I said, I had 7 years of experience in sales and marketing. and I wanted to leverage that. I've loved every moment of it. The only place you could have leveraged in India was ISB. Further, I would say ISB is one institute where you could get the best of faculty from all across the world, with Wharton, Kellogg's, or LBS. And plus, it's cost economics if you compare it with respect to any of the top class schools in the world. So there was no choice but ISB.
ISB has added a lot of value. I think apart from the the academic curriculum and getting the finance major that I was looking for, we also formed a real estate club. It was a students' initiative. So we had a lot of industry interaction. The school supported us a lot in getting speakers in, having a panel discussion in. So just to facilitate, just this kind of facilitation for a new industry sector was really, really helpful.
ISB's, tremendously added value, not only to my resume, but also to me as a person. So, professionally and personally, I've felt like I've developed more as a leader after coming here. I've, participated in a whole bunch of different events. I was on the graduate student board. And aside from that, academically, it's opened my eyes to to the world of business like I've never seen it before. I had no exposure to business as such before, and so in that sense, it's been brilliant.
How do you think ISB has added value to you?
In fact, see, I would not really like to touch upon the salary part or the kind of other jumps we had because they are kind of taken for granted. But what has enormously helped me is the kind of exposure or kind of the thought process which has kind of expanded enormously. And the kind of thinking I do today, I just can't recollect having done that a year back. That's how I think it has added value.
Well, it's been great. In addition to the great faculty, the learning, the network, which are in a way standard to a global MBA like the ISB. The ISB does open a lot of opportunities, a plethora of opportunities, and it's up to an individual to capitalize on it and make the most of it. To tell you more about what I did here, I participated in the Global Innovation Challenge, which was a real-life business problem solving competition, a global competition across 88 universities in the world. And we actually qualified for the finals, which was the top 10 teams, having a head-to-head fight at the finals at the University of Darden in the US. And that was definitely an experience which will stay with me for a long time. In addition to the huge push it gave to my profile, it also gave me a kind of a sense of thinking of business problems, which is going to help me a lot in the future. After that, I wrote a dissertation paper on the power of natural resources for an international symposium at the University of St. Gallens in Switzerland, which is again qualified to be presented at the symposium in a few weeks from now, and I'll be making the trip to Switzerland soon. And that again, I'm sure I'm really looking forward to that experience, and it's going to add a lot to me as an individual. And it is these opportunities like this which really give you the extra edge or push over doing just an MBA. And the ISB offers a plethora of these opportunities. I have so many of my batchmates who've done so well in such avenues, and that is I guess where most of my value add has been.
I think ISB has really taught me how to think big and dream big and make it happen. I was fortunate to be a president of the marketing club here, and it's really enhanced my leadership abilities as I had to manage people of all equals. At the same time, I would say that in my capacity out here, I've really learned a lot in terms of how to come out of the comfort zone and still make it happen. So it's really enhanced my competitive spirit.
Exhilarating.
It was a compelling year.
Exciting.
ISB, the place where dreams come true.
Awesome.